Alright, so for today we are in the Dolphins offensive playbook and we're going to be taking a look at the normal Y off close. And for the audibles, I like the cheat flat X post, the inside zone, the jet touch pass, and the tight end screen. We can match up against a cover 4. Let's go ahead and get the tight end screen out the way. All you pretty much want to do is snap it. I like this in the red zone. You can do a lot of stuff out of here, especially if it's a really good one. Right now I'm rocking with the 95 Travis Kelce. Pretty decent speed, so I'm able to get out of there as soon as I catch it. But there are much better ones out there. Next, let's go ahead and look at the jet touch pass. Again, all you want to do is snap it. This is something I just like to audible into. And now we're going to go ahead and look at the inside zone. But again, I think there is an RPO in here. We can also sub in this spot. But the reason why I like this one better is because you don't have that slow handoff animation like you do with the RPO. But we can go ahead and take a look at that one. We're going to go ahead and throw our bubble right here. If you have it, we do. And again, if you have a really good outside receiver, you can make a lot of plays with this. Let's go ahead and look at this out route. I've never really thrown this, but I guess against cover 3 and cover 4, you can go ahead and throw that. Just make sure there is no flat defender, and you don't want to hold it for too long because you could get a legal man downfield call. So we're going to do it again. And I also want to see if you could stem this. Yes, so you can stem this up for a seam streak. So we're going to go ahead and snap. Yeah, probably not my favorite one, but so we're going to go ahead and pass leak this backwards. Yeah, for that type of catch. All right, so for the next play, we have the flat X post. And what we're going to do is I like to go ahead and put our outside receiver square on a fade route. If we can go ahead and flat X, we can go ahead and flat a running back and call it. Go ahead and throw it to my tight end first in the flat. We got this return route from our slot receiver. And if we wait on it, we should have our post route. If we can bring those zones down. We can also do a speed out, stem him up a couple yards of field, and we can spread our running back on that flat again. So now we're going to have this speed out. And now we're going to hit this flat again. It was open the first time. Next, let's try to hit our post by just streaking our tight end. And we can streak this outside receiver. Now we can call it again. And he gets wide open this time. We can also throw our running back on a streak. We can flat our tight end and fade our receiver. We should have a running back out the backfield. We can also put both of our receivers on in routes. Actually, let's do the slot and the outside receiver. I like this one better. So now we have a mesh concept across the middle. So right there, we're going to hit square, and we're going to look at our tight end. And now we have our X receiver. We can also try to run something like this now. I'm going to look at our post route from our outside receiver. If you get a good pass leak, we could bomb cover 3 and cover 4. Again, you could stem down the post for an early cut. So we're going to try that now. Let's go ahead and stem him about a couple yards down. And run the same thing again. There we go. Our next setup, I'm gonna run a curl. I'm gonna do something like this now. And we're gonna look at this curl route from circle. Really good spot. We have this post route from our tight end this time. You can even do an in route on the backside with a flat. We can run the same post before, but let's go ahead and run something like this. We're going to have a streak out the backfield. But on this left side, I like either a flat and an in route. We can do a speed out like before and run a streak on a slot. We can also do a flat and then a comeback. I like this setup too. But let's just go ahead and let's do an outside fade. If we can run a hitch or a flat to pull down those zones, let's do a hitch so we can get those hook curls. We're gonna pass leak this down. But I'm really looking at our running back out the backfield, so we're gonna definitely hit this one.